Good morning, everyone. This is your Professor Shaila Sharmin. Welcome to today's class. Today, we are going to discuss topic 8, which is Introduction to Controlling. In our course, we are learning about how a manager requires different kind of abilities, skill, and how different strategy can help a manager to achieve the organizational goal. So we all know that a manager needs to perform several tasks like planning, organizing, staffing, leading in order to achieve organizational goal. So among those tasks, one of the most important tasks is controlling. So we will discuss about controlling in detail in today's lesson. Let's get started. Let's talk about what is control. It is the process of monitoring, comparing, and correcting work performance when necessary. If you're a manager, you have to plan, you have to organize, and you have to do everything possible to achieve organizational goal, right? But only by planning and organizing you cannot achieve the organizational goal. You have to monitor, you have to always check whether your employees are doing the right thing or not. So, for example, if I say that you are a manager in a light bulb factory, so in that light bulb factory, every week you should make 100 light bulb, and at the end of the month there should be 400 light bulbs, right? So, as a manager, you are checking whether the employee is doing the right thing or not if they're making 100 light bulb every week. But you saw that they are not making 100 light bulb every week. So you are monitoring, and after monitoring, you found out that they are not reaching the target, right? So you are comparing the actual target with the output you can see in the organization or in the factory. Now you have to take an action in order to reach that 400 light bulb. So what can you do? Either you can hire more factory workers so they can make more light bulbs so you can achieve the goal of 400 light bulbs, or you can give overtime to the employees so they can work more and make more light bulbs so you can achieve the target. So it's a process where you are monitoring, comparing, and correcting the work performance of your employees in an organization whenever it's important or necessary. So why is control important? Control is important for various reasons. Control actually let manager plan properly. So if you are in charge of something, if you're controlling, you can plan that how can I achieve the goal? What do I need to do in order to achieve the goal? If the goal is not achieved, then what corrective action you can take to achieve the goal. So it helps you to plan properly. Control systems provide managers with information and feedback from employees. So when you are monitoring, right? So you are gathering information, you know what's happening in your organization. And when something is going wrong and you are monitoring, the employees, they can tell you what corrective action you can take. Okay? So you are gathering information and feedback from the employees if you're monitoring or controlling your organization. Next, control increases security and help minimize workplace trouble. So before any problem happens, if you are always monitoring, there is a chance that no problem occurs, right? So there is less trouble. Your situation in the organization is always under control, means there are less trouble in the organization. Let's talk about the control process. In the control process, there are three steps. First one is measuring the performance. In order to understand this, let's go back to the light bulb example. So you are a manager in a light bulb factory. So in order to measure the performance, what did you do? Your target was to produce 400 light bulbs, right? So you are checking after every 1 month that whether all the employees or the factory workers they produced 100 light bulb or not in each week. So you are measuring their performance. You are checking whether 100 light bulbs are there after 1 week or not, right? Next one is comparing actual performance against the standard. So you are checking that whether after 1 week they produced 100 light bulb or not. You are seeing that they made only 80 light bulbs. So that is their actual performance, right? They couldn't make 100. Their performance was 80 light bulb. So what is the standard? Standard should be 100 light bulb. So you are comparing that what was your target and how far did you achieve. Next one is taking action to correct performance or standard. So when you see that, okay, they are not producing like 100 light bulb every week, that means you cannot achieve the goal of making 400 light bulbs in 1 month. So you have to take some action to correct the performance. So how can you correct the performance? Either you can give them overtime so they can work longer and make more light bulb, or you can hire extra employees so the job is done properly. So usually how managers they measure performance. There can be different way. Sometimes they go for personal observation. They walk around the office or factory, see how the work is done. If there is any problem, they try to correct it on the spot. Sometimes manager look for statistical report or written report. In every organization or any factory even, there are like written reports when they write down after 1 day what did they achieve, what is their target, how far did they achieve. So managers they look into those statistical report or written report or do personal observation in order to measure the performance of any organization. So what is organizational performance? We are talking that manager they need to control organizational performance. So what is it? It's actually the end result of all organizations activities. So whatever the employees are doing, why they are doing it to achieve the target of the organization, the organizational goal. They are trying to achieve it. So manager they always need to compare whatever they achieve the actual performance, is it similar with their target or not. Okay, so how do they do that? There are different terms, like if managers are looking for financial performance, manager try to see that how is the company's financial health. Okay, so are they under debt or not, how much invested need to be done. This is like talking about financial performance. There are also like market performance. Has the company gained or lost market share or not? Are they making new products, upgrading the products or not? Is the upgrade boosting up the sales or not? So manager need to think about the market performance as well. Like there are shareholders as well. Manager needs to think that whether the shareholders are they making enough money or not, are they satisfied with the company or not. So this is how the organizational performance are always questioned. So how can manager gain control in an organization? There are different kind of controls and different kind of tools of controlling. One can be financial control. So every business wants to earn profit, right? And in order to achieve this goal, manager they badly need financial control. So if managers they have financial control, it will help ensure that the money of the organization is properly managed. So how can manager gain financial control? Before hiring someone, they can do some background check, or before giving loan to someone, or before investing in somewhere, manager they should be able to do the background check to check that whether the transaction they're making, the people they're doing business with, are they safe for the organization or not. Or for example, signing the check, managers should be able to sign the check by themselves rather than depending on somebody else. So they can also review different kind of paycheck or debit or credit card that is used in the organization. They should also be able to record all the transaction done, and the balance they should check once a week to see whether the money is in the right direction or not. Next comes information controls. Managers need the right information at the right time and in the right amount to monitor and measure organizational activities and performance. We live in the age of computer. Okay, so now the information system, it actually deals with collecting and organization the data and information of any organization. So managers, they should be able to reach all those data and information of the organization in order to take the correct decision. So manager, they should be able to handle the computer hardware or software, or they should be able to check the telecommunication system, the database, or also human resource group in order to get information about any employee or anything related to the organization so they can take correct action when needed. Even though we understand that controlling is very important in an organization to achieve the organizational goal or to avoid any kind of trouble inside the organization, still there are some problem or disadvantages of controlling. So these are the existing issues in controlling. Sometimes controlling hampers privacy. Controlling means the email, telephone, computer, internet usage, it can be monitored within an organization. As I told you, that managers, they should be able to get the informational um, control. So, in order to get that informational control, they should be able to check any email or any telephone call or any computer or internet uses. They should be able to track it. So sometimes it hampers the privacy of the employees. Next, sometimes too much controlling end up in violence. So if the manager are not happy with the employees and they have a different kind of opinion and conflict, anger, rage, or violence in the workplace, it can affect employees' productivity. So if the manager is always angry and the manager is not trusting you and checking everything in order to gain control, it can actually put a very bad impact on employees' mind. And when you are not happy with your workplace, when there is no job satisfaction and nobody trusts you, so your productivity goes down. So the end result is again the same. The employees, they are not able to reach the organizational goal, right? So too much control, it has some bad impact as well. That's all for today. Thank you so much for paying attention. I will see you guys again next week. Same time, same day. Till then, take care. Stay safe. Goodbye.